What's good, everybody? Welcome to another video. We are going to be doing another trade recap. Today is Friday, NFP Friday, August 1st. I went 0 for 3 today. I took 3 losses. I am down 1,700 on the day per account, which does suck. But I'm gonna be breaking down every trade, what I did right, what I did wrong, and yeah. So coming into the day, really, I was being patient, waiting to see if this 15-minute inversion would be respected by NQ, which it was. I did hesitate on this short right here just because of the fact that, well, no, I hesitated on the long. We had an SMT at this low. I was going to take this long. We inversed the 15-second. However, I wanted to see us displace through this 2-minute imbalance right here, which we never, it was a 1 minute, I think. Yeah, I wanted to see us inverse this 1 minute, but we never did, so I didn't take that long. Ended up completely selling off. Now, I didn't really try the short because no major sell side was swept in, prior to us selling off. I really wanted to see like a better sell model. We didn't get that. We had a lot of resting buy side above us. I didn't want to short that. So from here, I just waited and waited and waited and waited and waited up until my first trade, which came at 947, which was, I will take this off right. Oh, wait, actually, let me take my executions off so I can see better. So we tapped consequent encroachment of this 4-hour imbalance, or this is the weekly opening gap. I mean, my apologies. The blue box was the weekly opening gap, and then we tapped consequent encroachment. We reclaimed it, inversed this 30-second right here. I went long from there. We had a lot of unfilled fair value gaps above us. Stop was at this low. We had a lot of unfilled imbalances above us. I wanted to see us really take all this buy side. Took an instant loss, honestly. I'm not mad at it, though. This is a pretty good trade. I think we're rejecting off the imbalance. Also, we were respecting consequent encroachment at the time. I'm not mad at it. Got instantly stopped out. From there, I was like, all right, we're clearly bearish. So from there, I waited. Boom, I took this short right here. Ended up failing, as y'all can see. Never delivered. Ended up stopping me out. Wait. Yeah, that was the second trade, right? Yeah, that was the second trade that I took. Oh, no, that was the third trade I took. Second trade I took was this long. We ended up inversing the 1 minute after also rejecting off that gap, and ES was respecting CE right here. Consequent encroachment of the hourly wick to the left of it. Once ES was getting that rejection, ES had finally tapped it, where NQ had already tapped it, but ES was now just tapping it. So I'm like, all right, we probably going to wait for ES to tap it. So we inversed that 1 minute, ended up taking that. My fill was right at this high, literally top tick for my stop loss, but ES was at the high, ended up instantly stopping me out again. So from there, I'm like, all right, this clearly looks like prices. I'm gonna go high. We're still respecting the 3 minute. I think at this point, yeah, we're respecting the 3 minute. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try it out. And that is what I did. I tried this short after we rejected from the 3 minute, and as y'all can see, ended up inversing. Stop was at the 30-second high. Now I could have had my stop at this high. However, since we put in this 30-second imbalance after rejecting, I did not really want to see us come above that. And the risk to rewards didn't make sense either. My fill was there. So with my fill being right here, the risk to reward from being, a stop loss at this high, to me, it just wasn't the best. I was in with 1 contract or 2 contracts, I mean, so that would have been more risk than I really wanted to allocate for this trade. Now, it would have worked, as y'all can see. We did end up still holding, and it did play out, but I didn't really want to see that. I wanted to see a more efficient move, but I guess because news was coming up. So I will say that's probably the one mistake that I did make today. With news coming up, I should have probably just waited for this trade, or went in with less size and had looser stop losses. The first 2 trades I took with 1 contract. The second trade I took with 2 contracts because I was a little bit more confident in that. That is what I wanted to see. But yeah, that's the 3 trades I took. I did lose $1,758 across my 3 alpha futures accounts. I was up yesterday. I was up about $800 per account. Yesterday I was like 780, but so now we are down about $900 per account, which does suck, but it's life. We have all the next week. Perfectly okay with stepping away after those 2 losses or 3 losses. And yeah, that's really it. Those are the trades I took. If y'all have anything to say about the trades, let me know if y'all think they were good, if y'all think they were bad. I personally don't think these were any really bad setups. For the longs, we were rejecting an imbalance. We had a lot of unfilled imbalances here as well. A lot of unfilled fair value gaps. I felt like we should have tapped. We literally got just straight down movement with no actual, retracement or reaction of any sort. So I figured for the longs, we should at least want to come up and fill these. That was my thought process for the long. And then the short, since we were rejecting off the 3 minute, um, really felt like we should have just. I'm not even gonna say that because we did end up just pulling back into the 3 minute, respecting and then continuing. So that's really kind of my fault. Just my stop loss placement was a little tight. Me understanding that news was coming up, I didn't want to have too much risk allocated just in case if we had a heavy move and then I got wicked out crazy and my fill was something berserk. But that's kind of my fault. I should have probably just been in with one contract or even some M and Q contracts and called it right there. But that's that though. That's what I did today, my decision making and what my thought process was. So yeah, I hope y'all could have learned something. Hope y'all enjoyed this video and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.